Saturday night.
It's Christmas Eve, and you know what that means.
I hate it when people say that. It takes away from what Christmas Eve is. But we're going to watch National Lampoons, which I think is the best Christmas film. Rob is having trouble because the village he lives in has had a power cut, so I'm going to stall for about 10 minutes, and then probably going to watch the film. But
you have to put the camera a bit lower, Mike. Actually, it's a little bit higher. I'm like, whoa.
There you go.
Hiya. We've just got an extension on the piggy cage. So hopefully
we haven't got photos of that though.
Hopefully I will take a photo nearer the time. Right now they're just going around exploring just like us lot. So if you hear any noises again.
But also the link for the book, I've got the overlays which have got the two cameras up, so I'm not going to put it off the screen because it's going to block us out. But tonight we are going to be on Space Mountain Dave Kentrell's channel. It should be 10 p.m. UK time as far as I'm aware. If it ends up being 9 p.m, I'll let people know. That's going to be fun because we watch that on a Saturday night, don't we? Because it's evening time, our time.
We do like it. When everywhere's nice and quiet as well outside from the neighbours being all rowdy, and it's a nice bit of quiet time and having a nice chat with them. But looking forward to it.
And also the book.
But looking forward to it.
Do you want to tell people about the book?
You have created a puzzle book, and it's on Amazon. Mike will probably put the link in the description as well. It's literally like less than a $5. Like it's
just less than a $5.
It's less than a $5, and it's a good stocking filler. And plus the fact
you're not going to get it in time for Christmas now.
If you're going to make that clear. Obviously, it's not guaranteed in time for Christmas. But obviously, if you still think going about to see relatives after Christmas, that is quite ideal. But also, it's not too bad for birthday presents as well. But it's basically like if you get bored in a queue and you just want to play a puzzle. You can even get your friends involved as well with the puzzle book to have a go with the answers. But it's not just.
If anyone wants to try Ridoku is insane on that.
Yeah, it's not just a load of crosswords. There's like obviously sort of like lined things that you go through, word searches. So it's for like all ages. So there you go.
I'm just going to share this.
And you have to forgive me. I literally have a snack at the side ready to go. So
yeah, she was like, "Don't go."
I might be munching on it in between this show.
We are in contact with Rob. He's going to join. He's got the link. He can join. He's probably going to join halfway through if he can.
Oh, wonderful!
But, I'll wait a few more minutes. I'm just going to beat this up because it's a really good film. But I've not advertised it that much because I found out he wasn't going to be on it. Not
we did keep it a bit quiet because we've been busy just building the cage. To be fair, and even then they've got. Is it Savoy cabbage?
Savoy. You say that like it's exotic. It's grown in this country.
This is Savoy cabbage. So literally the leaves are like bigger than them right now. They're just so.
And also, what has everyone asked for Christmas? I'm going to get what I asked for, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. We had to do a little bit of a shop run this morning.
Yeah, but I'm not going out tomorrow now. It's all done. Just going to put it on the stories quickly. A bit of an early one today because it's worked out all right because we've got the other live tonight. But
which is it on our channel or on their channel?
No, I've linked in the description. Space Mountain Dave is called. Yeah. And it's going to be pretty cool because we don't talk about much Disney or Disneyland stuff, but I think I'm going to ask him some stuff about the Americans at Christmas because they do some pretty shoddy stuff. I'm going to ask him about certain foods and certain other things, I think.
See, I just like Disney anyway, and they talk a lot about Disney and like Disney merchandise that they've got.
Oh, the pin badges. The pin badges.
Oh my gosh, yes. There was a Cruella de Vil one that I had, but I don't know where it's gone anymore, but I'm sure I'll find it. But obviously that's the name of one of my piggies too that I used to have, so factoid there.
Shall we just get this started? And I don't think it's going to, if you're watching this on catch up, it's going to be pretty damn fun, but if you're watching it, I don't know many people watching it live because we've gone on much earlier today, but we are going to start it up. So if you are watching on catch up or watching the film now, when I say one, I'm going to start the film. And there's quite a few little bits in here that I know people thought I knew a lot about Home Alone, like little things that were wrong and quirks about it, but this film I probably it's a lot more I know.
I mean, it's like what the same age, like 30 odd years now. It is 30 years old.
Something like that, yeah. I know my brother, I don't know if he's watching, he must be watching. He's told me to tell one of Andy's jokes, but no. No, he doesn't have that many dad jokes, actually, because whenever I ask him to tell a joke, He always seems a bit surprised, like I don't want to tell one. But
do you think he gets a bit nervous and be like, "Nah, I don't know one"?
He doesn't strike me as someone who's nervous. I'm trying to rewind this. I want to start it from the start.
I think we have started it from the start.
Oh, there we go. There we go. One, go. Oh, the older Warner Brothers backlot on the Warner Brothers startup. His problem's going to be resolved at 5, so he might come on later. Chris is watching. It doesn't actually show up on here. You have to tell us if it's too loud as well, but we're not using our earphones today.
Yeah, we're just taking a break from headphones.
I actually quite like this intro. It gets a lot of stick from film reviewers because of the font and everything, but if you're going to kick off about font, then don't look at it. Gaylord. Grub.
That you just came out with that.
It's on the list. If anyone who's not seen the film, it's on a list, and one of the names is Gaylord, and then it zooms in near a name called Grub.
Have we got anything in the comments at the minute?
Not yet. We'll be chatting in the comments if we can. But this would be the kind of thing that you can always boot up on, catch up, and watch along with as well, which would be cool. I think Randy Quaid, is he the one who plays cousin Eddie? And he for a long time he wasn't in a lot of films because he used to go to restaurants and not pay and leave, and then eventually it caught up with him. There's an actual like French word for that as the actual crime, but I can't remember what it is. But that's why he left. He wasn't in a lot of films for a while. But I quite like this intro.
I'm off again, sorry.
Do you want me to put the echo on?
No. Thank you.
I have got my first snowball of the season. It's about that much over the car, I think. I was listening to Radio 2 the other day, and someone was going about snowballs. That's when Christmas has started. Then this woman just puts lemonade with avocado. It's like, no, you got to have the lime cordial. I was thinking, get this woman off the radio. She doesn't know what to talk about.
Probably likes a little bit of fizz, like Bucks Fizz or something.
Would you say?
I don't know, really. I'm not a fan of snowballs.
I know this isn't your favourite Christmas film. Would you say this is your favourite John Hughes film? He did the Home Alones and Breakfast Club, which I know
I'm not going to talk about that.
You can tell whenever it's one of his films. It's in the 90s. It's in Chicago.
This is probably going to upset a few people, but it's not one of those things where it's one of those films that I'll be like, oh my gosh, I've got to watch it.
If you are watching along, we're seeing the car now.
Like his films in particular, I don't think first thing, oh my gosh, I must watch it.
They've got a nice feeling to them, though. Like, you can watch a John Hughes film and you sort of know it's by John Hughes. Apart from Home Alone 3, he wrote that while he was drunk, I think.
I think it's just because I'm too inclined with, like, the Disney...
Before all this stuff kicks off in this scene... Yeah.
I'm joining.
One thing I want to mention about this film is back when the DVDs first came out, and you know, they had the cardboard cover on the front, and the back of the case was plastic, and you know, the old DVD cases.
Yeah. When
this film came out, there's an edition of it where on the inside cover there's a picture of them at the tree place talking to the old guy who runs it, and the scene has been filmed, but it's lost media, and no one's got hold of it now. But they have a scene there where they talk to the old guy, and someone's released the script, and it must have been filmed because there's a photo of it. Because he actually talks to the old guy about borrowing a saw, which I'd like to see the scene, but I think it's better they didn't put it in because it's quite funny when his face in a bit when he doesn't have the saw. Chevy Chase, and he's being chased.
Yeah. Don't you just hate it though with drivers when they go right up? Yeah.
Or park in front of your driveway.
Yes. We're not going to talk about that, but it has been resolved.
It's really weird how
just hope it doesn't happen.
I really like Chevy Chase and stuff. If he's in it, I'll watch it, but I'm very aware that he's very hard to work with. Like, you hear all these stories about him.
Is he quite full up of himself, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know how much we can get into on a live stream, but
I don't know.
He had to leave that sitcom we watched, Community.
He demands the best, though. Like, don't we all?
Yeah, but it's how he treats people more than anything. You can go on YouTube and find a phone call he sent to the director of Community, I believe. Look at that turquoise.
I'm more bothered about the style of the cars. Like,
When you say bothered,
that is sure, like...
That's a nice car, that family car.
It's a decent car, like... But I don't know what make is actually.
Probably Ford. It looks like he's wearing slippers.
They did briefly like show you the front of the car. See, I'm not one of them that I just can't look at it and go, oh, it's because it just
surely
doesn't work with me.
This bit he'd see the truck because he's looking at the truck.
Ford. Is it Ford?
I think so, yeah.
Ford. A bit like a Mondeo.
Surely he'd see the truck because he was looking at that direction.
This is the part where your brother's going to be yelling at me, isn't it? Because he's like, I know the make of that car.
And then surely the truck would go back into the right-hand lane as well. Kids seem quite calm, don't they? Considering the situation they're in.
And the girl from, is it Uncle Buck as well?
She's in Uncle Buck, yeah.
Yeah.
We all know where the son's from.
And obviously the boys from Big Bang Theory.
The weird thing is, for the majority of the 4 main films, they've always changed the kids.
Wee.
How did he end up in the front seat?
Wasn't wearing his seatbelt. Although, was it in those days? Some of them didn't have seatbelts at the back, did they?
Well, they're allowed to have guns, so I'm sure they're allowed to ride without seatbelts. It's worse things going off in the world, isn't there?
Oh, man.
Chicago. We've got a friend who lives in Chicago, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Rocco. He's been on the show before, and
hopefully he'll get more friends from across the pond.
he's got a lot of followers in this country.
Come and join us in the UK now that we've heard about Universal and things. So that'll be quite
Universal
cool.
Studios Bedford, for anyone who doesn't know.
Someone's watching.
It's being built.
Hi. I see you. I bet that's just Chris going in and going, I'll tell you the make of that car.
When we finish the film, that's what you're going to say, isn't it?
But
What's the make of that car?
it's going to bug my eye. I'm going to Google it and it's burning the back of my brain right now.
But for anyone who wasn't here at the start, Rob may be able to get on by 5. That's what the company, you sent me the screenshot of the email.
I remember joining his face when he sees that.
I've never, in all my years of growing up with Christmas in my life, I never as a kid kind of turned to my parents and went, can we have a real tree? I never really saw the appeal of it.
There's a lot of things going around the internet at the minute of the benefits of the smell of pine, and you can use the needles as like to go in some vinegar or something and make disinfection.
Oh, don't mention vinegar, that will start people off.
Exactly. There's so much like you can do with just basically.
There you go, had a full badge clearance day.
I am as clear as day. I'm very far
that
away
scene
from
where,
the TV, even with glasses on.
Where he makes the face, there's actually there was filmed another scene where he goes and asks for a saw. If you go on YouTube, someone's done a video about Lost Media and they've done it about that scene. Hang on. If Universal kind of are in cahoots with Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers made this film, or at least distributed it, maybe we could have a national Lampoon's area in Universal Studios Bedford when that gets made. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I thought like
it's a woman from Seinfeld.
A national Lampoon's like event sort of thing, couldn't you? Christmas time, they'd base it on a film, maybe. Maybe they could do that.
I really love this film, but there's some things that's funny to point out, like how would that mask protect him from cutting a tree up?
Oh, this bit.
There are quite a lot of good one-liners in this.
I don't know, Margot. That's what I always think every time. I do think it's always the mums that look really stylish, I think, in these kind of films.
What, from this
I
era?
think she looks, yeah. I always think they look really cool. Oh.
Would that not be a problem?
I thought the kid went out the window.
No, it's the tree.
It's just the tree. Maybe that's just like the sort of, is it Mandela effect maybe? I don't know.
It's weird how some things are sticking to his hand here and then some things don't.
His thumb and his forefinger.
Did I say I talked to my mother today? They decided you're coming for Christmas too.
Maybe there might be sticky tabs on the magazine and just like.
Oh yeah, they've found some way to do it, but I just.
The little glue dots you get in scrapbooks. Oh my gosh, they're annoying. Has he got dinosaurs on his PC?
Yeah, it's got like they look like kids' pajamas, don't they?
Yeah, I was trying to work it out. I was like, what's
I think it's dinosaurs anyway. Because he's managed to put it down though.
Yeah. Do you know it's like them sticky tabs you get when you get like freebies from magazines, isn't it? It's like, oh, you can't get it off.
A bit like with spiders, the reason they don't stick to their web is they remember where the sticky parts are. They would actually stick to their own web if they didn't.
Oh wow, okay. Oh, got a friend online.
Friend online, we're watching on PlayStation. Oh, she's just laying there taking it at that point. She's just got his hand stuck to her hair.
If I was like playing with.
I wonder if you can still buy this advent calendar. That would be cool.
Yeah.
14. That's my
I'm
birthday.
sure you'd be able to make it though.
Oh, it'd take a long time.
Easy. No, you'd be able to make it easy. Oh.
Taz mug that no one knew about in that Christmas quiz a few weeks ago.
Emma's asleep on the house.
Tuft.
Just see her and she just went, oh.
What's the thing you got over there with food and drug? Oh, the country cancer? Non-nuclear cereal varnish. It's semi-permanent. It's not osmotic, but it does some codes and seals of flake.
Do you reckon this stuff's real, or do you reckon it's just jargon they've thrown in for his job?
The big question is, what are you going to do with that big bonus check? Going to blow it on yourself? I know. Me? Heck no.
Oh, while my brother's watching this, actually, tomorrow we've got your favourite person. We've got the Andrew and Laura and Darcy, coasting with the Joneses. Going to be watching Flint Street Nativity. So I think you'll definitely want to be in the live chat for that. That's 4 p.m. tomorrow, isn't it?
And we're also unboxing the box that we've received from them.
Yeah, we got a Christmas Eve box, which is nice.
Yeah, which is really kind.
Okay,
But we've been told to unbox it in everyone in front of the live.
We got a letter from, well, not a letter, a Christmas card from the Small Branches, which we're really thankful for. But it said fan mail for, and then our address. And I thought, how pompous does our postman think we are that we've got people writing fan mail on the letters?
I just thought it was so cool. I was like, oh my gosh, this is fan mail on it.
I thought it was from the Joneses, and then I realised we already had a card from them, didn't we? So I was like, it can't be from them.
Yeah. And then I've got a couple from my old school friends as well. Which I'll message them because I don't think there's enough time to post now, is there? And I feel really bad.
But you can order our book in time for the new year.
Yeah.
And for completionists who don't want to put much effort in, you can buy it and then look at the answers at the back and just fill it in.
Oh yeah, if you do struggle.
If people manage to do the right OQ without looking at the answers, I'll be impressed. Basically, it's a 9-letter ride name. Yeah, but instead of 0 to 9 or 1 to 9, 1 to 9, yeah, it's 9 different letters, which is quite difficult because I had to find the ride names there didn't have the same letter more than once in it.
show you something?
I was thinking the chew that is the.
Yeah, that's coming.
I do like that one.
Smelling. Smiling.
It's
I think
more-
Chevy Chase is good at this kind of stuff. I remember when he got his own live show in the States, and it really flopped. But it's interesting to see. But
Do you think is he actually taken part? Is he actually done like a carry-on film?
no, I think that's before his time.
Like,
That's the kind of
cheeky
humour it is,
isn't
yeah.
it? Yeah. And he's flirting with her and stuff.
There's actually an actor who was in one of the Carry On films. I can't remember his name. And he auditioned for The Great Escape because he was one of the people who did The Great Escape in real life.
Yeah.
And he got turned down, even though he's one of the people who was actually
He was part
involved.
of it. Yeah, he actually
He
was
auditioned for The Great Escape
yeah.
and they didn't put him in it. So, but I was actually there.
He got dark hair, hasn't he?
I can't remember his name.
No, yeah.
I'm just looking at something for my wife. God rest her soul.
It sounds weird, but when we went to Astor State and saw all the lingerie, and I was like, kept going past you, and I went, they've got stars on these ones, and I kept going on
What I
about
thought was
it,
funny,
and I'm
and
like, there's all these silk ones on this
I
one.
almost took a photo of, they had mannequins there with shirts on,
Oh.
and the shirts were just there to advertise, and it said white on red, something like "I'm on sale," but the way one of them was folded, it just looked like the shirt says "I'm on ale," and I'm like, people would actually buy that.
That'd be good.
Illinois. I don't know if that would happen in real life. Would he actually just sit on the counter and just chat to her like that for ages in a crowded place?
I can't believe she'd do that. We should show off her leg. His face.
I've never seen that film, and I don't think I ever want to. Oh, this bit's good where the bell rings, because every time it rings, it's slower and a deeper tone. It's like the dread's kicking in.
Mm. Oh yeah, you're right.
It's a very subtle.
Never
I'm surprised they arrived at the same time. Like that, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was definite. I
There's-
didn't realise the second to last.
There's also
one.
a scene coming up later on, which I will mention when it happens.
Mm.
You can see the top of the set when they're filming in the house
Mm.
that hasn't got a roof on the room.
Everybody loves Raymond's mum.
I'm trying to figure out where the others are from. The other mum looks like she'd be a stunt double for like what's her name? Not Meryl Streep, the other one who played the Queen. I can't remember her name now. Helen Mirren, that's it. She like should be like a knockoff stunt double of Helen Mirren, a little bit.
Everybody all set for Christmas?
All set, yeah. I think we are. I don't want to go out again.
No, I didn't want to go out anyway.
We did our Christmas
I
shopping.
did not want to go out.
We finished up, and then when I got in, I realised the duck fat we got, the seal were gone. And I didn't want to risk it, so then I ended up going out again to get some.
Well, we went more closer than when we went further out.
Well, yeah, I literally went out again in the last hour to
more
get it.
close to home. Look at the wallpaper.
Which one? There's three there in the shop.
Floral, the
There's three.
funky- That's an advertisement for Laura Ashley. That's got to be.
Is it Laura Ashley like lingerie?
No.
Okay.
She's like interior design.
Okay, that just sounds like it'd be a lingerie.
Interior design.
Is that the same car?
She does do
It looks
design
different.
on clothing.
Is that a different car to the one they were driving earlier?
Dirtier than before.
Just with the wooden panel. I'm sure it probably is the
It
same.
did have wooden panels on. It's just dirtier than before.
Yeah, because, like I say, if it's in Chicago and it's this kind of film, it's normally John Hughes because he did Christmas with the Cranks. You know, they had the Chicago Cubs on the tree.
Mm.
He's got Chicago Bears hat on. They've always,
Oh,
always put the
yeah.
teams in the films as well.
Might be sponsored by them because they're using the
I doubt it, but yeah.
the scenes locally or something.
I don't know if it's actually shot in Chicago at all. Because he did stuff like Ferris Bueller's Day Off as well.
Yeah. I quite like Ferris
Yeah.
Bueller's Day Off.
I can watch that. Like, if for some reason I had to, I could watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off like watch it once and then watch it like the next day and it still wouldn't. There's like no point to that film. There's no real peril apart from him getting caught. He's just having a laugh. And that's why it works. I know you grew up in a bungalow, but did your dad ever go out and do this to the
No, never
house?
did. No. Entice more robbers to come round our house.
That's impressive, though, isn't it? Like that ladder didn't. It was at an angle, but it just fell.
We never had outside.
I remember my dad put a Christmas tree in the carport once, and I did think that's a waste of electricity because we're not looking at it.
I think that's the thing. My dad's like that. He's like, well, what's the point putting it outside when you can look at a perfectly good Christmas tree all lit up inside in the warmth?
I'm not a fan of gingerbread, really. I prefer the stuff they put on gingerbread to make it taste nice, but then I think, well, why have the gingerbread?
I love gingerbread, but like, there's a lot of my colleagues that seem to be doing a lot of gingerbread houses as a family thing now, and it seems really nice, actually.
If anyone's got Disney Plus or somewhere else that has Bob's Burgers, watch the one where they do the gingerbread building.
Yes.
Bob's Burgers has a lot of Christmas episodes compared to other series.
I'm more bothered about him putting the staple gun in his back pocket.
No, he'll be all right. I might turn into a Marv from Home Alone situation.
That's what I thought.
I'll tell you, actually, I know what my favourite bit of this film is, and it comes up later on, but it's to do with him being on the roof.
Ooh. It's always the ladder that fills me with dread. This is why I don't go up them.
That doesn't look like the best way to peel a carrot.
Can we at least forbid them to answer the phone?
So is that kitchen. They could probably sleep in there. Massive. Look at all the good food they've got there, and then how bad the food is when they have Christmas dinner.
Welcome whoever's watching as well. Hope you're doing
What's everyone doing for Christmas?
You all settled? Anything in the comments?
Whoa.
Goodness gracious me.
I remember I bought the box set of that a few years ago, and then I realised they were all on iPlayer. Ironically, goodness gracious me had a Christmas episode.
Won't they be made out of fiberglass? Those
Icicles.
reindeer.
Oh, I was looking at the ice. This is some big
See, I
icicles
keep
there.
looking at the icicles as well, and I think, oh, that's really easy to make, isn't it? This is the part where you need.
Yeah, just get some
Kieran and be
water
like,
and put it in the freezer.
This is the part where you need Kieran and be like, oh yeah, this is what you. This is how you make it.
So, in theory, in the reality of this film, he's gonna, when he takes them all down, he's gonna go around and take all the staples out. This is my favourite bit of the film, just the sound it makes and what's going on. I think it's brilliant.
I like how they've done
The bit with the
so
gutter.
It seems really cartoony as well.
Oh yeah, this bit.
Another thing again.
That sound.
Phew. Good.
And your favourite bit is following this. In a minute. It's just the sound is so unnatural. I don't know why they put that sound in. This bit.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Obviously, something had to break the window. Something had to hit the stereo.
And why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
No.
It's the turn he says it. I don't know. I'm like, he like throws his head out as well when he does it.
In some ways, I'd like to see a spin-off film just of those two.
Yeah. Like the other side of it. Of
Or
the
just
story.
them in a different story where they're just having stuff happen to
I
you.
know. I'd flip it the other way and do it round them more than the family and see what happens.
Is that a thing people do? You see his drink? He had like whiskey or something, and he still had the stirrer in it.
Excuse me.
Do people keep that in their drink? It seems a bit of an odd thing to do.
I dedicate this house to the Griswold family Christmas.
If you got ice, you'd stir it, wouldn't you, to try and.
Yeah, but you wouldn't leave it in there.
Or if you'd got like
How long is he going to take to drink that?
Spirit that would have got at the bottom, maybe. Just to bring it back up again. I'd have just turned around to her and gone, right, you're not staying at this house now. Goodbye. Don't care how many cocktails you've had, you're out. Eliminated.
See, that looks like proper snow compared to like Christmas the Cranks, where it was just blotched about.
It was weird, that, wasn't it? But it was sunny on and off during the days, or it had rain in between. It was really weird, that.
That's like personally check each one.
Excuse me for yawning. Oh.
Does he say something about filling in taxes and stuff like that in a minute when he asks him to help?
Maybe I ought to go out with this.
Brush my teeth, eat a hug, still got some homework to do the laundry, work hard. Clark, don't say it to me.
Dimple in his chin. Something about this bit of the film as well. It's kind of obvious, but I don't know if people overlook it and don't notice it. In a minute,
When they're all going to sleep.
yeah, specifically his other granddad, who they've not shown yet. He's looking at a poster of a woman on the ceiling.
Yeah.
If you look to the right, there's a poster of something else, and a lot of people don't glance. On the right, there's a poster of something else happening.
Oh yeah, just above his.
And people don't look at that normally. They don't notice that.
Oh my.
It seems really obvious now, doesn't it?
Oh my word!
Yeah, if you're not watching it, but you watch National Lampoons, there's a bit where they're all going to bed, and one of his granddads looking at a poster of a woman on the ceiling because he's on the bunk bed, and there's a poster behind him with something on, and I'll let it be surprised for people that don't know what it is. The wallpaper.
Bannister rail looks very familiar.
It'll look more unique later on.
It's the fact his legs went up in the air as he got hit on the head by the loft.
I'll be like the woman from Home Alone 2 when she's on the piano and she falls backwards.
Yeah. Excuse me.
The loft is bigger than the house.
Is anyone else watching a copy of this at home as well?
Why would you go to that much extreme to hide the presents? They're wrapped. You can put them under the tree.
That Mother's Day present they've found.
Yeah. from '83, which wasn't that long ago back then.
Yeah.
I think this was '89, wasn't it? This film? 88, 89?
Sure. That's why I was asking you, because I remember buying you a t-shirt.
Yeah, and it had it on, yeah.
30th anniversary with all the signatures on.
Must have been. It was either 88 or 89, I'm sure it was. By the way, they're not bothering that much to look for him. They're like, yeah, let's just go. They can't all fit in that car.
The fact that he grabs the mum, because he can drive.
That's where they got the inspiration for that Sideshow Bob bit with the rakes. He showed her. That's a lot of lights, isn't it?
It is a lot of lights. And how does, like, there's not any glass through that window.
Yeah,
so
just.
It's just, like, I understand for the hot weather.
I guess someone could sneak it and steal stuff, but they couldn't actually get into the house. Unless they fall through the floor.
Just put the giant fur coat.
That looks very similar.
Like
I don't know if she's still got it, and it's a bigger coat, but my mum has a real fur coat, but she won't wear it because it's real. And I think her mum gave it to her.
Sorry, it just fell through the loft ceiling. It fell through the ceiling.
But it's very similar colour to that.
Oh, Rob's on.
Oh, Rob's in. Rob's
Hi,
in.
Rob.
How's it going?
Hello.
He's here.
My mic's probably not working. It's
Oh, no,
probably going
it's
to take me a
working.
while to get my mic working. Bear with me a second.
Oh, no, I can hear you. It's good to see you.
Unless he can't hear us.
Dude, I got you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you,
Yeah,
yeah.
we can hear you. Bye.
All righty. Doing it.
How you doing?
I'm all right. How much have I missed?
We're just at the bit where I can't actually, because I'm watching on DVD this time, I can't seem to get the timeline
Did you
up.
not press pause?
Oh, here we go. I'm at 32 minutes and 44 seconds. 45, 46.
Oh, I'm a little bit ahead. I tried to preempt it. Hang on.
Ah.
He's just watching the home videos and the...
Perfect.
Yeah, it's just panning over to the projector screen bit.
Have they left to do some shopping yet?
Yeah. Oh, let me see
Right,
again. 33, 06, 07, 08, 09.
I'll get there eventually. How are you both? Sorry about this.
We're good. No, it's
Oh,
all
no,
right.
it's all right. It's good to see you. I was getting a bit like, oh, no.
Are you out on the lash tonight?
We've got a Christmas party which we're going to, but I'll be driving, so just the one beer for me, and then.
Did you get many people at the shop today? I wasn't sure if you were going to open it this weekend.
Yeah, well, there was a few came in actually, and a few of my favourites. A few like people just wandering in from Weatherspoons and having the mind blown. It's great.
Did you still get that quite a lot then?
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, that's my favourite. Look at us all with his hats on as well. It's great.
Hello.
I put some lights up in the background, and
Hello. It's really festive.
What's your favourite Christmas film? Would it be National Lampoon's?
you know what? I only saw this film all the way through maybe 2 years ago, something like that.
Really?
But I'd always seen like little bits. So I felt like I'd seen the film.
It's really weird because I think of you and Chris as movie buffs, but then there's films like, was it Friday the 13th when you did your What's in the Egg, Rob? And you said both of you caught that late.
Well, I think we were big Freddy fans, but Chris was like really late to Friday the 13th, I think. But I'd watched them all through the 80s. But yeah, there's random films. But I mean, I love The First Vacation. That's one of my favorite films. And but a European Vacation, I've probably only seen a couple of times. And this one, a couple of years ago. Right, I'm going to sit down and watch it. I knew loads of little bits from it. But has he fell through the roof yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm still a little bit behind then.
He's outside now. Checking all the
34.
lights
We're
again.
about 35 minutes almost. He's
I
just
think-
outside the lights.
Yeah, I think mine's on a different time thing. Let's have a look.
She's outside talking to him, checking the lights.
Okay. Oh, have they kicked the lights in yet?
No,
Oh, okay. I'm a little bit
he's
ahead.
wondering
then.
what's wrong with him. Have you seen Vegas Vacation? That's a very.
You know what? I have not seen Vegas Vacation. Should I check it out?
I don't want to say it's bad because I want.
Well, it's not National Lampoons, is it? It's just.
Is it not? It's just called
no.
Vegas Vacation.
I think so. Yeah. Let me
So
know
I've
when
not-
flicks the switch.
I've not seen the newer. You know the newer one where Chevy Chase is in it. But
That
it's
was
his
good. That was
son.
all right. That was pretty
Yeah?
cool. Yeah. Well worth watching.
Oh, she's
Has Mum flicked the switch yet?
No, they're still talking. She's following the cables.
She's looking at the
Another
cables.
little bit. I've been talking about little bits in this
Mm.
that people might not know about as
Oh.
we've been going through it.
Ready?
There's a
Good.
bit when it turns the lights on and it says auxiliary, and auxiliary is spelt wrong.
Really?
Yeah. You know when it goes to the power station, the person hits the
Yeah.
auxiliary. Oh wait, his
Yeah,
mother-in-law's
she's-
flicking the switch.
It's
Yeah,
on. Yeah, they're blinded.
blinded
Okay,
Margot.
I'm still a little bit ahead of that. Wait for it to
Yeah.
turn them off, then I'll be with you.
She's saying, "Clark, they're wonderful." Yes, the auxiliary. bit.
It's the fact that the whole town's like going off as well.
Proper
is
John
really
Hughes
funny.
moment. This is with all,
This
when
is
it
really
affects the
funny
whole
because
town.
What's your favourite John Hughes film?
My favorite John Weird Science.
Oh, did he do that? Did he?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's either, for me. It's either this or we've talked about it, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, they're all so great. They're all so great.
What would you say is his worst film?
Oh, there's a. It's weird. I was speaking to Chris about this. Have the lights gone off again yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
come
walking
on.
Out. He's walking out now. He's walking out to do the. He's not done the big scene yet where he puts them together. And now his
she's
wife's
got him.
clicking the switch.
Switch.
Now they come on again.
Ah.
Why don't they
The
buy some
thing's just
curtains?
falling over.
I hate that tinsel.
Oh, on the tree.
Yeah, I hate that kind of
They're like
tinsel.
drapes
It's-
now.
yeah.
I've got them all hugging, and the lady from
We've just had.
Seinfeld's cleaning the carpet.
He's not done the thing yet where he's switched them on. There's a big scene where he just goes like that. And now her mind's realised how they turned on, so now she's gonna.
Oh, they're looking. All the family's looking out now, and it's not coming on. And he's
I'm right at the bit where he's hugging his mum and Beverly D'Angelo's stuck in between them.
oh.
I've paused it there.
Right, he's about to kick. Yeah, he's
There goes
punching the
Santa.
Santa. See, in my memory, I always
He's
remember him
so
drop kicking that
fucking-
Santa, but he just kicks
Well,
it.
apparently he broke his finger when he was punching the Santa. That's why he started.
Oh, really?
punching it. Yeah. I read up on all my National Lampoon's trivia this morning. There's some good stuff with this film. You
Hang on,
probably
he's doing
mentioned
the
a few
bit
of
now,
them.
the famous scene. He's not hugging his mum yet. They're walking over. The hug is about to happen, I think.
Any minute now. Any minute now. Oh,
He's hugging his wife.
any minute.
He's hugging his son. He's hugging his daughter. Margot's rubbing the floor.
And crying.
Oh, okay. You were nearly there.
Yeah. He's hugging his mother-in-law and his wife.
There you
Little
go.
bit.
We're in. We're in, guys.
Yay!
Were you a fan of? I can't remember her name now. You'll know the actress's name. Margot. Were you a fan of her? Were you a fan of Seinfeld?
Never watched it. I've watched like
No?
little bits, but never got into it. I mean, that show was huge.
I never watched it when it was out. I started watching it last year when it was on Netflix. I think it's still
Yeah.
on there.
I couldn't get into it. I found it a bit tricky.
I think it's very similar to Frasier in the way that
Yeah.
it's not over the top funny all the time. It's kind of a bit tries to be a bit smarter.
Hmm. She reminds me of Niles's. Is it Niles's wife, Lilith? I thought, oh, that's her from Frasier in this, but it's not. It's the lady from Seinfeld. Very
Yeah,
similar.
Lilith is Frasier's ex-wife.
Yeah.
Daphne's the
Have you-
girlfriend from, the wife now, isn't it? She's originally from Manchester.
Have you caught the new
Yeah.
series?
No, not yet. I mean, that used to be religiously on a Friday night for Asia, but
You've got all the seasons on DVD, haven't you?
I do.
yeah.
I love Frasier. He's just an awesome guy.
Yeah, I did mention it near the start.
Oh, this is a
Randy
brilliant
Quaid,
scene where Randy Quaid comes in. It's
because he
so
got.
friggin' subtle.
Didn't he get cancelled for a little while because he was going to restaurants and not paying for the food?
What, do you know I am kind of thing?
No, as in he'd leave without paying.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
don't
remember
know.
what the term is for it. There's a term for that kind of crime, but I remember I googled it once many years ago because I was like, he wasn't in films for a little while. And apparently, that he kind of wasn't getting hired because he got
Yeah.
done for that. Have you seen the sequel to this?
I've heard about it. It's all
really
about
bad.
Randy Quaid's character, right?
Yeah,
Well, it's probably proper like TV movie thing, I guess, right?
it's one of those things where they use a backlot. I don't know which backlot they use for the scene where they're at home, and then when they're in Hawaii, you can tell it's the same backlot, and they've just changed bits to look like Hawaii.
The brother is what, like,
Oh, the cousin,
my
yeah.
girlfriend. She kind of looks very similar to the lady that feeds the pigeons in Home Alone. I think.
Ah,
I don't
Yes.
know, her whole face and everything.
Yeah.
Looks very familiar.
I don't remember.
I don't know if it is the same person,
I
but
don't know if it comes up later on, but isn't Randy Quaid's character? I know he's cousin Eddie, but
Mhm.
isn't it actually his sister, his wife, that's the sister of? I can't remember her name now. Chevy Chase's
Beverly
wife.
D'Angelo.
Isn't Chevy Chase's wife cousins with Eddie's wife? And Eddie's
That's the
not
blood
a great guy.
relation. Is that what you're saying? Or,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure that comes up at.
I'd have to go back and watch Vacation and tie it all in because everything links. Apparently, they do it very well with
It would
throwbacks.
have been nice
and
if they managed to keep the same kid actors.
Yes, I think that became a bit of a running joke because going back to Weird Science, Anthony Michael Hall played Rusty in the first one, and then I think
Yeah.
he turned down European Vacation so he could do
Because
Weird
wasn't he in
Science.
Breakfast Club as well?
Anthony Michael Hall
He
is,
looks similar to it, yeah.
and 16 Candles.
Not seen 16 Candles.
It's
I've not-
probably one of my least favorite ones, but
I've not seen. I don't know if it's by John Hughes. It's in the same box set of DVDs I've got. I've not seen St. Elmo's Fire.
no, it's not a John Hughes film.
No.
It's very serious brat. Well, it's probably like the ultimate brat
It's
pack
got a
film.
few
for
of the
everybody
actors
who's in it.
from Breakfast Club.
Emilio Estevez is in it, yeah, and
It's
Ali
got the
Sheedy
guy
in
who
it?
played Bender as well.
Yeah, but that's kind of weird actually because he plays like a punk rocker in Breakfast Club, but
Yeah.
in St. Elmo's Fire, he's like super straight yuppie dude. It's kind of weird. Where you at? I've just got everybody just went back into the house and Clark's
Yeah, the dogs
outside.
are
Yeah.
clawing at his leg like.
Yes.
look at me. That fan looks cool.
yeah, I love them ones. The
Oh,
decorations where the fan booths.
Fact about this scene, I don't know if you know, if you look at Randy Quaid, he's not actually got a black shirt on, it's just the neck.
Really?
You can see it in the scene, look. It's just a black neck bit there of fabric around his neck.
You can actually still get them as well.
Oh, they're actually real things.
Yeah, they're actually products you can buy to go on jumpers.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, it's actually not a black shirt underneath, it's just a bit of fabric.
So his jumper's a little bit too tight, so you can see whatever's underneath it.
I've always wanted one of those glasses that they've got from Wally. Is it Wally World? Was it?
Yeah.
You have no idea how hard it's
Yeah.
to find one of those.
Yeah, I tried to look for
tried
one.
looking one Christmas and I just gave up in the end.
My brother's watching. He's messaged me, texted me, and said, "Who were the kids in Uncle Buck?" One of them was the daughter.
Macaulay
from
Culkin.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin was in it. What was that other film with Macaulay Culkin that was really serious? Where didn't he die or something? Something to do with wasps, wasn't it?
Oh,
I vaguely
My
remember it.
Girl.
Yeah, that's it.
If you want to watch a weird Macaulay Culkin film, watch The Good Son.
Is that the one with
dark.
Elijah Wood in it as well?
I think that is the one.
Yeah.
You just broke it.
Apparently, eggnog is just Advocar on its own. Because I always thought it was a snowball, but it's not.
It's made differently or something, or a different order or something.
Funny story, and you're going to tell me
I'm
I should
not
have seen
sure.
this sooner. Yesterday, when I got home from work, I was I've been on about an hour, and then I saw. As much as I say I hate them, I didn't realize we had a Nutcracker, and you've got like a blue one in the window. I was like, hang on, when did that get there?
How long's the Nutcracker been a thing over here?
I'm not a fan of that film, and I don't really understand what the main story is because I've seen a couple of different films, and there's parts of the story that are the same, and then parts that are different.
See, I just think of
I didn't mind the
ballet, I
Disney
think
one.
It had been around hundreds of years or something.
I didn't mind the Disney one though.
Story. I don't know why.
But it was like every Disney film where the twist is, oh, the person we thought was the bad guy is actually nice, and the person who's trying to help you is actually the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that's the same in. There is a really weird Nutcracker. I can't remember if it's got a subtitle. Nostalgia Critic covered it, and it's to do with like the Rat King it's got very similar things where they tried to make him look like a Nazi dictator, and it doesn't come off well.
I like this scene where it's all the same.
I want to know what the present is.
Look at the giant.
Yeah, they're all the same, aren't they?
I'd love to know what it is.
Look at the giant sun timers on his desk. That is
It's really weird because I recognise that guy's voice straight away, but then I try to think. I can't. He's done a lot of voices in cartoons, but I can't think of a character that comes to mind.
I can't
He's a
help-
very Bill Murray character, isn't he? You could imagine
Yeah.
Bill Murray in that role, I think.
Yeah. I always think he reminds me of the guy that says, "Marie, the baguette, hurry up!" from like Beauty and the Beast or
Yeah.
something.
So, would you say Ghostbusters 2 is a Christmas film?
Not really.
No.
There seems to be like these ever since the Die Hard debate. There seems to be these really loose connections to anything with a
Oh, I think
Christmas tree
Batman
in the
Returns
background.
is a Christmas film.
What's that? Sorry,
Batman Returns is definitely a Christmas film.
I need to go back and watch it. Is there lots of Christmas elements? Because I always say,
Yeah,
like,
there's Christmas elements and decorations, and it happens on Christmas Eve. And the last line of the
Yeah.
film is him saying "Merry Christmas, Alfred."
right, okay,
And they
that
do-
alone perhaps almost justifies it, but
Yeah, they do a parade, I think, didn't they? And they had like snow coming down as they did the.
I always
But
say,
Paul-
like, I think the golden rule is if you take out all the Christmas elements of it, how much does it affect the actual film itself?
Is Die Hard 2
Yeah.
a Christmas film as well? Then
I think it's set at Christmas, isn't it? Yeah, because it says the same thing can happen to the same guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I
Well,
mentioned
this
it when I asked you
one's
about
another one
John
of my
Hughes
favourite
films, but
scenes.
my least favorite. It's weird. It's kind of my least favorite, but I kind of like it because of how bad it is. But Home Alone 3.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Another
You
one
see,
to watch.
It's
I was
weird.
late. I was
It
late
takes
to
place
Home
after
Alone.
Christmas as well.
Yeah.
It takes place in January, so it's kind of still winter, but it's weird because John Hughes wrote it still, and it's almost like he was drunk or something.
Yeah. It's weird. I was speaking to Chris earlier. We were talking about Home Alone, and like I love the John Hughes films in like the late 80s. I was all about all those teen films, but I don't think I even saw Home Alone. I think as soon as I saw him going into family territory, I bailed. I was like, oh no,
It didn't become like a Christmas thing.
no, not at all.
Home Alone's one of those films where I think the sequel is better than the original one.
Yeah.
And I say the same about the Disney Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I think the second one is the best one.
Claus, yeah. And I prefer any of them.
What, the third one?
I prefer any of them. It's the fact that he goes off so fast down that stairs.
I know. It's so good. Literally just touches the snow and he's gone.
But then when they do the other scene, it's like he's turning really, really slow as he's going down the hill. Then he just goes fast again.
What's the likelihood they could still see him from where they are?
Where does this one rank in your vacation movie list? Is this
Oh,
your
I'd say
favorite?
this is the best one probably. But
Yeah?
it's 'cause Christmas films you normally see once a year, don't you? Whereas I'd probably never watch the Vegas one again. I like the Euro one because it's got is it Eric Idle his name?
Mhm.
I can't remember. Yeah, he was good in that. The normal vacation one was all right, but I feel some parts of it dragged a bit.
See, for me,
I'd go Christmas, Euro, normal vacation, then Vegas would be
Right.
last. Have you seen them all?
no, I've not seen them all. I've only seen this one. But I don't. I don't know. It's not one of those films that I think, oh my gosh, it's Christmas. I've got to watch Christmas Vacation. Like, it's just not one of those.
What film falls into that category then?
For me, it's always the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you say Muppets or.
I do like Muppets Christmas Carol, but I feel like a lot of people are. It's becoming a popular favourite, I think, for everyone at the minute. So I'm just like, if I wanted to go for like a different one other than that, it would be the Santa Claus.
Oh, another reason I like Home Alone 2 more is Tim Curry.
Yeah.
We were watching it on Thursday night.
I was going to say Donald Trump.
Yeah,
we were watching it on Thursday
well,
for the watch along, and there was a bit where I knew it was the last scene Tim Curry was in, and I was like, "Can we all take a second to applaud the fact this is the last time we're going to see Tim Curry in this film?" I really like Tim Curry in Muppet Treasure Island. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen that one. I don't think
He's really good. I think Muppet Christmas Carol is a better film, but I think he is better in that than Michael Caine was in Muppet Christmas Carol.
Really.
He's just enjoying himself. I don't know how much of that's ad-libbed, but you can just see Tim Curry just enjoying himself the whole time. Plays Long John Silver, isn't it? No. Yeah, is it Long John Silver?
What, sorry?
The bad guy in Treasure Island.
Yeah.
Long John Silver's not the name of the kid, is it?
No idea.
I don't know. It's been that long since I've seen
It's a good film. If you can, I don't know if it's on Disney Plus or anything, but if you can, I'd recommend Muppet Treasure Island if you've not seen it.
Yeah.
Cabin Fever.
You got some good songs in it, yeah. Does that mean that woman is Randy Quaid?
Apparently, they wanted Christine Brinkley to reprise a role from the very first one in this, but she said no.
Did they say why she said no?
I don't know if she just didn't want to get typecast, or perhaps I've no idea.
Typecasting's a weird thing because sometimes people get it when they don't expect it, and then it's like the guy who played Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe, and they're talking about him playing Wolverine now, aren't they?
Really?
Wow.
But I don't know if he will play Wolverine in the future. Have you seen images of Wolverine from Deadpool 3?
Yeah, with the yellow and black suit.
Yeah.
I don't know how Clark Griswold can be looking at other women when he's married to Beverly D'Angelo. Because I even said to my wife when I watched this the other day, she's beautiful.
What did your wife say?
I think she kind of agreed with me, actually.
Is she a film buff like you, or is that your thing?
She'll fall asleep within about 10 minutes.
What is your ultimate film then to watch together?
Together? Wow.
Ultimate Christmas film to watch together.
Well, we did watch this together. She enjoyed it and she was laughing. So this one qualifies, I think. Other than that, I'm not sure for other Christmas.
Are there any films that she really likes that you're like, no, that's no good?
No, but I can give you one for the other hand. On the other hand, is Dirty Dancing. She's never seen it, but she hates it, and we have arguments about it.
I'm literally this year's old. I've actually finally watched Dirty Dancing.
What did you think?
I thought it was okay, but I think
the
songs are more memorable as always.
Incredible soundtrack.
So yeah,
Have you seen the
do
second
like the
one?
soundtrack actually, but yeah.
Oh, the second one doesn't exist, surely.
Is that you saying you don't like it, or you don't believe?
Well, it's kind of like, have you seen the Lost Boys sequels? They don't really exist, do they?
I need to watch Lost Boys next year. Well, after.
I remember when I finally watched Dirty Dancing, I thought this seems like very low budget because
wow,
I didn't see it till ages after it came out. But you always hear people talking about it, and I was like, well, it's a women's film. But then when I got round, I think when you watched it, I was in the same room, and I was thinking to myself, this doesn't seem anywhere near as good as everyone made out. But I know it's not aimed at someone like me, maybe, but
I think it's a great film. But I might have.
I think it's a bit creepy how he's kind of. Is she of age, or?
I'm sure she is.
Like, obviously in real life, I mean in the story.
Yeah.
But then people go on about Ghosts, don't they, with Patrick Swayze? I've never seen that.
That's another
What's
good
your
film.
favourite Patrick Swayze film? Would it be Roadhouse?
Point Break.
Point Break.
Yeah.
Is your favourite scene the main scene with the gun in the air?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Well, man, there's so many good scenes.
Keanu Reeves.
Me and Chris say it's the last great film of the 80s, even though it came out in 91 or 92. Because it's just got that real 80s vibe to it.
Hmm.
Great soundtrack, great story, great characters. It's mint.
I get films like that as well, where it's similar to that, where I say like Coraline is the best Tim Burton film not made by Tim Burton, or
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph is the best Pixar film not made by Pixar. No, it's Disney have got their own studio as well, even though they own
Yeah.
Pixar. Like they did Moana and Wreck-It Ralph and Frozen.
Yeah,
Pixar didn't do those.
I think Moana was quite good as well.
How long is it going to be before they do a live
Soundtrack
action?
that one as well.
Oh,
They've
God.
got to do a live action Moana with Dwayne Johnson in it, surely.
Oh, look at me and Clark. We all set.
Oh yeah.
Did you just throw that on by accident, or was that planned?
It was obviously planned. I'm wearing this tonight. I'm going out in this.
Oh,
Does
brilliant.
it say Griswold on the back as well?
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yay!
Will people get the reference when you go out tonight, or
Probably not. They'll say, "What the hell are you wearing?"
Like, who are you? I'm Griswold. Look, it's the name's on there.
so are you involved with? I know you've posted about it before. The is it the Knots Movie Loft Club? I've got that wrong, probably.
That's a combination of two. There's the Not Bad Movie Club, and then there's the Loft Movie Theatre.
Loft Movie Theatre at the Savoy. At the
Yeah.
Savoy, we were talking about Savoy earlier.
Yeah.
We
I follow that,
every year,
I'll say, yeah.
every year we do a Halloween show with the Loft, Lucy and Gavin. But they do a show. They do a screening every month. But we just hijack it at Halloween. And I've only just met the guys from the Not Bad Movie Club. They've been to the shop a few times, but they're really good dudes.
They really are.
really
They're
cool.
lovely, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, they've been on your show, haven't they?
Yeah.
I've been on here and we went to the Ghost Watch.
Yeah, we went to Ghost Watch.
Oh, of course you did, yeah, because that's when we had the snow and stuff, wasn't it? Yeah, was that a good night?
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah.
We probably will go to another event, but I don't know,
It was.
because this one was set out in rows, and there was an interview beforehand, and then we watched Ghost Watch. Whereas he even told us, is it? I want to say his name's Rob, but it's not, is it? The one.
It's Will, isn't they? Is it
Will?
Will?
I think it's Will, yeah.
Yeah,
And he said usually people are set up at tables like it's a restaurant or a bar or something, and there's a lot of talking and joking, so you don't sit there and watch. Well, you can watch the whole film, but there's things going on, and I'm like, I don't know if that would be better or worse, because it'd be good in some ways, but
Well, they're not doing it at Annie's anymore, are they? They've got to find.
Are they not?
someone now.
I thought they just got caught out
yeah,
once.
they got a bigger venue for doing the Jingle All the Way.
Oh, I thought that was just because they couldn't do it at Annie's that day.
No, they got.
'Cause doesn't
a venue
Will-
'cause there was
Because
those
Will
tickets
works at
being
Annie's, doesn't he? Isn't he the
I don't think
manager?
anymore.
Oh, is that why they're not
Yeah.
doing it anymore?
Yeah, I think so. But
It's a shame. That's a nice venue.
yeah,
It was weird because there was like a pillar in the middle of the room when we went.
Yeah, so we
to
can
watch
actually
Ghost Watch.
see
But there was a
the
colleague
person.
that I hadn't seen in a while, it was her first time going as well, and she was on the other side of the pillar, so I didn't actually see her because she came in later and we were in early, and then she left early, and obviously we went
Here we go.
later, so we kind of missed each other.
Put
Well,
sound
no.
there.
So we
Smack.
posted things going, "Oh, this has been a brilliant night with Not As Bad Movie Club," and actually, it was like, no way, you'd been at the same place but the opposite side.
Yeah,
of
but
the
she didn't
pillar.
stay all night. She didn't stay all night. It's not.
Exactly. So it was good.
are you in the supermarket yet, where they put the light bulbs?
Yeah, and he just slammed the dog food down. Yeah.
Has anyone ever tot it up though as you go along? You're like, that's $30 worth of stuff there that he's just got.
Do you think Randy Quaid is like that in real life? Because he plays a lot of those kind of roles.
Yeah, well, apparently Chevy Chase is a odd dude, isn't he? He's pretty
Yeah,
tough.
we talked about that at the start. It's as much as I like him in films, and I'll watch stuff if I know he's in it. Apparently, he's not very nice.
Yeah,
on
he's
set
strange
anyway.
in interviews as well. Mark Maron had him on his podcast a couple of months ago, and I get the impression he's one of them who, if you spoke to
thinks-
him, you'd never know if he was joking or not, or if it's.
I think he still thinks he's one of the main
Yeah,
guys. You know what I mean? I'll have to link you. I don't know if you ever saw it because I think it was only in the States, but there's a video I've watched where someone talks about his very short run. He had a late night show called the Chevy Chase Show and how it didn't work and certain things went wrong. And he shows you bits that he didn't quite get right.
yeah.
Like the live shows.
Oh, that'd
yeah.
be cool.
But I've heard a phone call before. Someone posted it on YouTube, I think.
So
Because he was in the sitcom Community, and he phoned the director and gave him a load of abuse. So the director just put it on loudspeaker and played it back to him.
So the grandma on this one is Betty Boop, isn't she?
I think
That's
so,
right,
yeah.
But I don't know the granddad.
The granddad is the scientist from Night Before Christmas, and his
Yes.
last film was Mouse Hunt, where he dies in it. Doesn't it have that funeral scene near the start, and they drop the coffin, and it drops down the stairs and flips and goes down the sewer.
He was
You might
based on
find that
somebody.
on
He wanted
YouTube.
the granddad. I can't remember. Oh, what's the guy's name who he was based on? I'd have to look that up.
I can tell now. But he kind of it's this sounds horrible, but as spooky as the characters are in Nightmare Before Christmas, they did try to make him look a bit like him, I think.
What?
Like the model.
His head opens up, you can see his brain.
No, but they're like the shape of the body, because he's quite a I can put it, a fragile man. He's very like thin in stature, but then in the wheelchair he's quite thin in stature on the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Have you ever received a cat as a Christmas present?
I haven't, no. George Burns, that's who he was based on.
Oh, okay.
Actor.
For the sake of James on Scarcely, because we apologise, there is a cat being abused in this film as well.
It came on and we watched Night Before Christmas. No, we watched Christmas with the Cranks.
Cranks.
And the white cat in that, I don't know if you've seen it, gets really abused. And he owns a cat and he didn't like it.
Oh,
Then
no.
we watched Night Before Christmas, and then the first scene with the cat, and he goes, "Hope nothing happens to that cat." And then the bin shoots out.
I don't know if there's like a silent joke there, because obviously a lot of cats tend to push Christmas trees over, so maybe it's the way of the filmmakers.
Oh, actually,
getting
having
back
said
at the
that-
cats, I don't know.
Having said that, something does happen to the cat later on.
Yeah. It just clicked as soon as that box moved, and I'm like, yep.
There is a scene in a minute where they're eating. I don't know if you noticed the what's her name? The woman you like, who's his wife, D'Angelo.
Beverly D'Angelo.
She has the food and she throws it to the side when I was looking.
Yeah. It's wicked. It's when they're chewing on the hard turkey.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah. What is Randy Quaid wearing? Do you reckon he just rocked up in that? And they're like, do you know what? Just carry on. They couldn't have cast that.
I think they do look like quite a cute couple, though. God blessing.
I don't know how that helped. He was just pointing at his teeth saying
I
it.
don't know. It's like, they read my lips.
Is that silly string in her hair?
I fell behind. I think I'm watching mine on a slightly different.
Randy Quaid has just stood up.
It's
And
like
he's doing
that.
the thing.
I'll skip forward a bit. I can just hear your volume just a little bit. I thought, I'm behind again.
She just said the blessing and Randy Quaid
Yeah.
sat down. And he's about to cut the turkey. Do you do the cooking on Christmas Day?
No, I don't even know what we're doing Christmas Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's nice,
No.
though, being like spontaneous, isn't it, on the
Yeah.
day? Oh, we'll make it. You make it as you go along.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to go visit family on the day, or is it just?
I did lots of family visiting yesterday. Went to see all
Yeah.
my uncles and aunties.
yeah.
Got all that out of the way. So
Yeah.
yeah, the diary is free on Christmas Day.
Awesome. Nice doing it that way.
What do you guys do? You at home or families?
Stay home, yeah. We
We-
normally see other people
yeah, we
beforehand,
stay
so we
home.
can just stay home.
I don't know if you caught up with socials, but it was like we lost one of the last of our piggies, and then we've ended up getting 3 more.
Yeah, a couple of
we've
weeks
got-
ago, yeah, so we've got
We've
3.
got 3.
Ah.
And just today, probably why we've
Extended
not
the cage.
advertised as much, but we've extended the cage, and they just all they did was just zoom up and down.
Yeah, because they've got a lot more room
every
now.
time we've done a live every night, so it's
Here we
like
go. She's just throwing the food away.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, I found that bit.
she catapulted it. I like
That's
the
my
asparagus.
phone buzzing. If that's
Is that an
coming across on
asparagus
the
tree?
microphone.
I just thought it was a random tree.
It's like asparagus put together, and then like tomato on the top, and then a bit of onion.
But the
and
way
some-
it's done, are you meant to eat it? Or I can imagine people wouldn't want to take it because of the display. That looks very similar to the cat out of Christmas with the Cranks. Do you reckon That's why they used the white cat in that film.
Having the bit of Chevy Chase is eating. eating
Oh, he's got the water. Yeah.
Jello.
yeah.
Minty.
Did your cat by any chance eat Jello?
Why would you have Jello? That just seems like such an odd choice to have with like meat and a dinner.
American festive foods are very strange. I've been over there for Christmas before, and it's weird.
How do you reckon they
Did they
did
not have
this
like
scene?
trifles and stuff?
Everything comes out in them silver, like
Did you have yam?
aluminium things. Everything's in them, and yeah, it's all weird, like cheese stuff and sauce stuff. Yeah, I'm not into it. It's strange, overcomplicated.
I just think they filmed that scene with the cat because they are letting that cat chew at some lights in that shot, and the lights are on. There must have been an element of danger to begin with. I'm not saying
It was
the cat
the
actually grew
80s.
up, but
They might have had a stunt cat. They might have had a stunt cat just to be on the safe side.
what's that mean? That'll still die. Don't worry, the animal that got hurt was a stunt cat.
Sorry. Cat did not have any adoptive prospects going on.
Cat can have an owner, so we're allowed to.
Yeah. It was a stray cat, and that's the stunt double.
Why would you wear a tie on Christmas Day? Just effort.
Smart, isn't it? What are you on
Yeah, but then he's wearing a cardigan.
Have you seen the Old Navy commercials, which they did for National Lampoons, where they got everybody reunited, even had all the different kids in the same scene from the different films?
No, what was it? Just like a reunion thing, or?
Well, Old Navy's kind of like Gap or something like that. Or
Oh, okay,
Next.
yeah.
And they did like a clothing commercial and reunited everybody. So everyone's like Anthony Michael Hall's in it, the Rusty from European Vacations in it, Juliette Lewis is in it. So they got loads of people. Because one of the Audreys passed away some time ago. I think it's the one in European Vacation. I think she passed away, but they got pretty much all the others in the same scene, which is quite cool to see.
The cat's just got cooked.
I think I might know want to see it again because it's one of those things that I think I might have seen.
What, seeing the cat get cooked?
No, the commercial.
They're really cool. I think they're from probably.
I actually thought you were going to say you want to
2000s.
watch one of the other vacation films, and you're like, no, I just want to watch the commercial. That's all.
I do want to watch the other vacation films actually.
John
I didn't
Candy's
even
in
know
one of
they
them.
did, like I didn't even know they did them.
They
I
did
just
an
saw
the first
it
one.
going,
There's an original one, and then there's a European one, and then this one, and then Vegas was really
I
bad.
didn't even know.
But the other films, they actually travel a lot, whereas this is like.
I think
They
that's
don't
quite. I
travel
was thinking that. That's cool. You brought that up. I was thinking that last night. This was a good kind of twist on it all. That this one's pretty much in one place rather than
the others are
around.
like road films where they're traveling across America to go to Wally World, which is like Disneyland to them.
Did you share the bit of trivia about the story behind this film? It was because John Hughes used to work for National Lampoon writing short stories. And,
Oh, really? For the magazine?
Yeah, I think that's where the whole connection came from. And the short story this was taken from was one called Christmas 59. So when he's up in the loft and he pulls the reels out of the box, one of them's labeled Christmas 59. Which is quite interesting.
Cool.
Is Grandad smoking his cigar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, flames! Just looking.
What I did mention at the start was
I was trying to check on him.
Do you remember when DVDs first came out and they had like a cardboard sleeve on the front?
Yes.
And there's a version of National Lampoons on DVD, and on the inside of that cover is a picture of him trying to buy the Christmas tree at the lot from an old man.
Ah, right.
And online, someone's done a video. They found the script, but the actual scene is lost media because it never got used in the film. But a photo from that scene is actually on one of the editions of the DVD inside.
Oh, wow. So there's like a bit which explains.
Yeah, someone's looked at the scripts and they say it must have been filmed, but it's like lost media now. But there's a bit where you know where he says, "Did anyone bring a saw?" And then it cuts to the car. It's meant to cut to a scene of him talking to this guy who's like a drunk at the lot. But I think it's funnier without that scene, to be fair.
Yeah, it definitely works without it.
it'd be interesting to see it, but it's kind of lost media, I think, now.
It's the fact the door knockers come off.
What's it say on that guy's jacket? Is it
Speedball.
Speedball?
I saw that as well. Was it Super Bowl? Or
No,
Speedball?
Speedball.
So it's a Speedball messenger service.
There is this. I'm going to say this in case I forget to point it out, so you can look for it. There's a scene when they're running away from the squirrel in a bit. Yeah, and they run back to the dining room, and the camera's at such a low shot, you can see the top of the studio because there's no ceiling to these rooms. I know it's going to come up in a bit, so I thought I'd mention it so you can look up.
So the stairs are just like.
I know there might be a. Oh yeah, I think the stairs are just for show, but
Yeah, for sure.
that whole bit they're in now is like in a studio, and there's no ceiling to the actual.
There'll be lights on above it, won't there, and stuff like that.
Because apparently, the bit later on, I know we're not at it yet, where he talks about his boss and he says all those swear words. Apparently, that was completely scripted. It wasn't ad-libbed.
Right.
Someone online also showed the script for that. It's like, it's almost verbatim because it looks like he's ad-libbing it when he does it.
He might get. Oh, is he going to open it? He's opening it. Oh. He's opening it. Is he going to get the bonus?
Such a crushing scene for him.
It's the fact that he just puts it against his chest as well and he talks again. I'm like, did you get a bonus?
He's like, I can't swim, Clark. I know, Eddie.
So when did you guys first see this? Was it just on video or telly or?
Probably video. I used to see it. My parents used to watch. As a kid, I didn't find it interesting because it all goes over your head, doesn't it? But I'd see bits of it when my parents were watching it.
I did as well. I got told to get out of the room though, probably.
Oh, really?
Time as well. Yeah, because of the.
Because another film.
Yeah, the female.
Another film I've seen bits of
but,
from like the 90s when my parents watch it as well, but I've not seen is what's it called? Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. I knew the name of it a minute ago. The one with Dan Aykroyd in it, and he can take his nose off, and they get stuck. He's like a judge, isn't he? And Chevy Chase is in it with the girl from G.I. Jane. What's her name?
Demi Moore.
It's got Demi Moore and Chevy Chase in it, and Dan Aykroyd's in it, and John Candy.
Oh, that's going to kill me now. Why don't I know what that is off the top of my head?
It's like the name of the film is a well-known phrase. I can't remember what it is.
Let's have a look.
Because it was made by Dan Aykroyd, and apparently it didn't do so well. Nothing But Trouble, that's it.
Oh, I've not seen that, you know. That's got some crazy special effects in it.
Yeah, I've seen bits of it, again, when my parents would watch it, but...
No, I've not seen that.
I would like to watch that one day. It's...
No brain, Liddy liver.
Look at that computer in the background.
I love it when he gets his hands in his pockets. Hallelujah!
Oh, the other thing that might interest you, Rob, I don't know if you know about it, but it's been big news this week in the theme park community, theme park fans. Universal have said they bought land in Bedford and they want to build a theme park.
I've heard about that. Yeah, I didn't know if that was just some weird rumor or, but so there's actually something.
People found out they bought the land and it got so out of hand. The spokesperson just came forward and went, "Yeah, we're hoping to build a theme park."
Wow. How do you guys feel about it? Are you excited?
Yeah, I've been most excited about because if they do that, they're going to have Halloween Horror Nights at Halloween, and I think that'd be really good.
That is a good point.
Apparently, it's going to be called Universal Great Britain.
Yeah.
It would have been funny if it was Universal Studios Bedford.
I'm actually so looking forward to the Halloween night.
I had to explain to an American friend.
Oh, God, the problem is we probably won't get to go to them for about 10 years because some things will be sold out instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, instant.
What, the Halloween Horror Nights, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that means because in America they start them in like the start of September, so maybe they do that here,
Yeah.
and then every other place would go, hang on, we have to start as start of September.
Give everybody a chance to go.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
Have you
And if it's
done Halloween Horror Nights in America before?
No, I've seen it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it. When did we do it? In 2000, a long time ago. Shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, 2000 and I don't know, it's about 10 years ago, I think. So
What
I'd
was
love
it
to
like?
go again.
Because when I see videos, it's like a conga line going through. Whereas in this country, you get batched in a group of like 4 people and you're going through a scare maze and you're on your own sort of thing. Whereas when I see videos of that, it's like just a conga line through it.
Well, I say it's a long time since I went. So mine was, yeah, it didn't feel crowded, but we were there like really early doors. So it was great. But I could imagine it's just crazy now.
I see some videos where people walking through and they've just missed the scare, so they get to see the
Oh,
person.
no, right.
walk away
Yeah.
and reset, you know. But I've seen some things where at Universal they put plain clothes people in, and someone's been filming, and the person in front of them gets taken behind the door, and it's like that's quite a cool thing to do. She's got big
Whereabouts you
hands,
at?
hasn't she? She just said it's a funny. It's a
Okay,
squeaky
yeah.
sound, isn't it? So
Yeah.
he's got the cigar in his mouth.
Yeah, still same place.
Why is he hung the lingerie on the chair?
Because he ain't got no Christmas decorations anymore.
Somehow you're freaking out about that.
I really wanted to get the Santa hat from this film with the bells on it, you know, but I can't really find it anywhere.
So what's your last Christmas film going to be?
Well, the last watch along tomorrow, we're watching one called Flint Street Nativity, which, if you've not seen it, I'd recommend, but I
Okay.
don't think a lot of people remember it.
It's so good.
It was a TV special in like the mid to late 90s. Had like Frank Skinner, Ralph Little,
Okay.
loads of people from the time. It's actually really funny. We watched it a couple of times already, haven't we?
Yeah, it's so good.
I mean, we normally watch it during the year as well. It's really funny.
Have you done Krampus? Are you fans of Krampus?
I love Krampus.
I get confused with Krampus because people say, have you seen Krampus? And there are a lot of Krampus films
yeah.
and low budget ones. And
Yes,
it's like,
yeah,
which
I
one do you
agree.
mean?
I love the lore behind it, and I just love it. And I want to go to like Whitby to see like all the Krampus parades.
They do it in
and
Wales.
stuff as
Is
well.
Whitby in Wales? Whitby's still in
Yeah,
Wales, is
I'd
it?
love to go there one time. Well, maybe next year, but I'd love to go and just watch the parade because everyone puts in so much effort with the cosplays for it and everything.
Oh, they're insane.
Oh, they honestly, they just look so good. Like, it puts Mortis to shame. That's all I'm going to say. Because I always think, I automatically thought that straight away that he looked a bit like Krampus.
Well, that's
So-
a blast from the past. Is Mortis still going?
Mortis, yeah. I don't know if he is, but I used to have his albums and stuff when I was younger, and yeah. And he used to, he'd be the main act, and Goth Minister used to be like the supporting act.
Well, my nephew, he says, "Oh, I've been listening to this new band. Let's see if I can find who it is." It's
Still Creature with a K. They're from Sheffield. They're on Radio 1 the other day.
If it's-
Someone mentioned them.
I'm surprised Mushroom Head's still going, actually. That's another one.
Here we go. Is this the bit with the ceiling? There it is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little bit behind. Let's see.
It's like the right hand
There you
side.
go. You can see on the right hand side.
Follow.
The room, dining room. You can see the ceiling is
Yeah.
just the studio.
It's like steel beams. But yeah, the bands, there's a fair few bands that I think, crikey, are they still going?
Necrogoblicon is the one my nephew's listening to.
Necrogoblicon.
Yeah, and they've got a dude that like dresses up like Mortis.
Yeah. I've heard of the name.
If you're not man enough to put an end to this shit, then I am.
Have you heard the Micah song? Oh, you mentioned the new Wheatus song.
Yeah, the new Wheatus
actually,
song.
as
Have you heard
well.
that?
As-
I haven't heard. Is it brand new?
It's they've re-released Teenage Dirtbag, but it's Christmas Dirtbag, and they've changed all the words, so it's about Christmas.
Is it all right? How is it?
The only thing I find bad about it, it's a good song.
It's all right.
I think the lyrics work. The only thing I don't like is it's really creepy because the end scene, instead of the girl talking to him, it's Santa
Oh,
saying, "I've got 2 tickets to AC/DC, baby." It's like it
Oh.
seems like Santa's a bit creepy and wanting to go out with him. Do you know what I mean? But apart from that, it's all right. But it's it's a decent song, to be fair.
Oh, we listened to your CD as well.
Yeah, I think.
Oh
Rush
yes,
Hour
you posted about that. Thank you.
There's the times, and we really like it. I really like it.
You like the
Oh,
Jane
yeah, I
Wheedling
think Rush Hour
cover,
was the
right?
best song on
Rush
it.
Hour, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
Rush
I
Hour's
didn't know
the
it was going to
one.
be covers at first. I thought, oh, we'll listen to it and see what it's like. And it was like, oh, it's covers of other songs.
But the cutest thing is, Mike made me a CD when we first went out, and Rush Hour was one of the songs as well. So I was
Amazing song.
so that was one of them.
Who sang
So
that
I
song?
play that every time I
Jane
go.
Wheedling from the
Jane
Go-Go's.
Yeah, I love that song. So yeah, it's lovely songs.
Is there going to be another album?
I did a full album a couple of years after that one, so which has got 10 songs on there. And
Are you
I've done
going to
like
sell that?
occasion- I need to get some more copies done. I sold out of them all when I originally did it. Everything's free online. If you go to the stvpod.com website, you can download everything through the music page.
Oh, cool. I will happily buy a CD though. We'll put it in the-
I've got a new a new song coming out in January, so that's all recorded.
Are you allowed to say what it is or not?
No, I'm not told anybody yet.
Would you ever consider doing a Christmas one?
I should do, actually. I've never done a Christmas one, but what would be a Christmas? Well, I could do Christmas Vacation song, but
Yeah.
Well, apparently the guy from
I'd happily join in.
apparently the lead singer from Wizard used to have a pub in Ilkeston. I don't know if he's still got it.
yeah, well, Wizard are from like Etwall kind of way, aren't they? Derby way, the main dude.
We don't know.
It's 50 years old.
What
The
pub they owned, but apparently they
Merry
owned a
Christmas,
pub around
Everyone
it.
by Slade's 50 years old this year.
Wow.
I'm surprised the majority of that band, if not all of them, are still alive as well. They did a thing on BBC One yesterday.
Aw.
It's dropped most of that drink.
I've just realised I want the hat with like the bells on it.
That's what I've said.
That's what I was just saying.
I said it like
Sorry,
yesterday and the day before. I said it yesterday because Joe said, "Can't you make one?" And I was like, "It won't be the same." And then we were talking about Etsy.
Sorry, I do apologise.
Do they have them on Etsy? Clark
I'm
Griswold
told
Santa
they
hats.
haven't they?
It'd be easy to make them actually.
You could probably get them at some bespoke shop in the States, but I'd have to wait ages and pay for import.
You just get a normal like.
I know you always think about this
I
stuff
want it
right
to
at the
look
last
like
minute,
that,
don't
but
you?
the bell's the right size. I don't want to buy a load of jingle bells and they're really small, you know.
Like we've got 3 bells like that in the decorations.
Oh, you could have made it then. You've still got 2 days before Christmas. You can make...
I've got the red hat.
Funnily enough, it's not the most impressive looking one, but my favourite Funko vinyl pop we have, I've got Clark Griswold.
They do one, do they? I've not seen that.
Yeah, they do Clark and they do Cousin Eddie.
Oh, wicked.
I literally have the same size bell on my keys that's on that hat.
There's 3 of them.
Because it's me and my friend that have them. When we went
Although I
to
like
Cambridge,
these hats
we-
now. I
we
found
like shaking
these
them.
a couple of days ago. And I
They're
always
cool.
joked
They're long.
I always joked if I saw a purple Santa hat, I'd want to get it so I could say it was my Liberace. It's really weird. When I mention that, people either laugh or they've got no idea what I'm talking about.
It reminds me of the hat that I got from a festival.
But I like
It
the
was
long bit on it as
purple
well.
and black stripe.
But I specifically
what-
got it because it was purple.
What's the film about Liberace? Is that the Michael Douglas film?
I can't remember. I just know he was a bit of a goofy guy, wasn't he? He was mainly in America, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think let's see what it is.
It was like if Elton John was thin. Almost.
Yeah, Behind the Candelabra. That's a really good
Oh, yeah.
film, actually.
I might have told that up.
Michael Douglas and Matt Damon. Yeah, it's great. Really, really
Oh, so it
good.
couldn't have been that long ago if Matt Damon's in it.
2013.
Wow, 10 years ago.
Michael Douglas, Matt Damon, Rob Lowe, Scott Bakula from Quantum Leap, Dan Aykroyd. What a
Oh,
lineup.
Kevin said that just because I know you're into films and stuff and you'll know who he is. Although most people probably know who he is. Every year when we watch Santa Claus and Santa Claus 2 and then Santa Claus 3 if we watch it, as soon as it comes up in the opening credits, his name, I go, Judge Reinhold. And when he first comes on, I'm going, Judge Reinhold is awesome. And you're like, why do you think he's awesome? You're like, what's the big thing?
What do you think to the Beverly Hills Cop 4 trailer? Are you fans of
I'm
Beverly
glad
Hills
he was
Cop?
in that. Yeah. I think it'll be all right, actually.
Yeah, the trailer did nothing for me, though. Both me and Chris were like, "Meh."
As long as they play it on the fact he's not as young as he was in the other films, it
Yeah.
should be all right.
No.
But did you ever see Arrested Development?
No.
Because there's a really funny scene where they have Judge Reinhold on the show and he plays one of those TV judges. in like a TV,
So
like a
it's
bit like
Judge
Judge
Reinhold.
Judy.
Or Judge Reinhold.
And the police officer goes at the start, "Please rise for acting's highest honour, Judge Reinhold." And then he looks at the camera and goes, "Please note, Judge Reinhold is neither a real judge or has received acting's highest honour." And then there's some Chinese guy, and he has a band, and he's called Judge. So it's Judge Reinhold and the Hung Jury, which is the name of the band.
Oh, wicked.
I'll probably find this on YouTube, but it's really funny.
Oh. Just fell on, fainted.
What's your favourite Christmas song? Let's just play one then.
Do you know I always my go-to is always the Fountain of Wayne's one. Do you know that one? Alien for Christmas. I do like that song, but
Spaceman can
I thought you were going to come down with like.
Is it that one?
I don't know if you're going to be embarrassed, but when we were in the car earlier, tell Rob who you thought sang Spaceman.
No, I'm not going to.
No.
Go on, you can do it.
Is it called Spaceman? I'm sure I could be wrong as well. It's Chris de Burgh, isn't it?
oh right, yeah. I don't know actually.
It wasn't that. It was the Lady in Red. You said he sang.
I said
thought
he's
he was
the
on
same
about-
guy who sang Lady in Red. Yeah,
And I
When you said who sang Spaceman, I thought you was on about the old.
I think it's called Spaceman, isn't it?
And I know which one you mean. Yeah, but I thought you meant the number one from the
I don't know if you're gonna
jeans
say
advert. Yeah.
No, not that one.
Jazzman. What was the name? Jazzman or something. I can't remember what.
You're not going to tell me you thought sang that Christmas song.
No, it's not the Christmas song. It was who sang Lady in Red, and I said I thought it was Lionel Richie.
Oh yeah, that was Christopher. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't even know that was. I don't.
That
know
was
why
it. Yeah, I said
in
it's the
my
same guy who
head.
sang Lady in Red, and you went Lionel Richie, and I just started laughing.
This is why I can't engage in conversation.
But I think you got it mixed up
Famous
with
people again,
two
and I'm
times
like,
a lady. I think once, twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
I
Yeah.
think
That's
you
fair
must
enough.
have got it mixed up.
He was wearing a red shirt when I saw a video of him singing that song, and maybe in my head I thought he was singing Lady in Red. I don't know why. The relation in my brain somewhere.
So do you reckon he's wearing a cup?
Well, where she's holding him. Yeah, that's a great scene.
I've heard some people say they claim that bit's ad-libbed, but I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
I read somewhere she still calls him Sparky to this day.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Aww.
which is
I'm
quite
surprised
sweet.
they're both still alive, to be fair. Like, when I see them. Because I see, have you watched A Christmas Story?
No.
Because that's quite big in the States, and the guy who plays
Yeah.
Ralph in it has his own podcast, and he had D'Angelo on it recently.
Yeah. I saw him. I'm kind of a casual Burt Reynolds fan. I like a lot of Burt Reynolds stuff, and Burt Reynolds' last film, The Last Movie Star. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
No.
It's incredible, and he kind of plays himself in it. But Chevy Chase is in that right at the beginning. It's an unbelievable film, and considering it's Burt Reynolds' last film before he passed away, it's quite magical. It's well worth seeing.
Mm.
I always think of Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah,
I like all the one-liners in that.
Cannonball Run is an all-time favorite. It's incredible.
Although I wasn't a big fan of Rat Race, which was very similar. I know that was a remake, but I didn't like the newer one.
I'm not familiar with that.
Rat Race?
Mm.
I think Burt Reynolds was in that actually as well.
Yeah,
The one with John Cleese or the one before that? It's like was it the 50s one?
It was a 50s one, and then they released one in the 2000s, I think.
I know
And they had like Rowan Atkinson and loads of other people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know they definitely had John Cleese in that one.
Yeah, John Cleese was the guy saying you got to
I
race
know
here to
some
win this
famous
money.
People. And maybe you know some famous people, but not many.
And it had what are they called? Smash Mouth at the end perform their only main song, yeah. But it's really bad in the film. It's like someone did about Smash Mouth All Star every time it's been used in a film, and from worst to best, and that was like the worst one because it was done live and not very well.
How old was Chevy Chase when he made this film? Do you reckon?
He must have been in his 40s, surely.
I'll throw back.
Back in the 80s, when everyone looked 20 years older than they actually were.
Oh, maybe he was 20 years old
That's
then.
what I thought. I reckon he'd be like 30.
He's got to be in his 30s at least.
I think he might. That's what might. I think Chevy Chase might be a lot older than we actually think.
He looks old now.
Ooh. Would he be like going on 80 then? Do you think?
I don't think he's that
Uh,
old.
I think
It'd have been 46 when he made this one. So
Really?
yeah. So I'm older than Chevy Chase is in this film.
Wow.
He doesn't look 46. That means he's in his 80s now.
I thought he was in his 30s there because he looks quite.
He's 80 now, born in 43.
I'd said about 80. That was a good guess.
What do you think about the theme tune for this film? Do you think it's a good song?
Yeah, it's good, but I mean, Holiday Road's a classic.
I do like Holiday Road, yeah.
Yeah, the intro. Obviously, I missed the intro, but it's a weird, interesting intro. Like the animated beginning.
We did come up when I laughed when we saw the list again, and it had Gaylord as one of the names.
Yeah.
And Grub. Do you want to sing into the?
The echo one.
You'll put the echo on.
Shang-a-lang, lang.
When I bought this mic, I plugged it in just before the show, and people were like, "You've got an echo on it," and I thought they meant they're hearing us twice. So I changed the old one. Turns out I looked at it after; it's got an echo setting, and when I took out the box, it was automatically set to full. So you can turn it up and down like that. You've got an echo, and it's just like I was like, "Who sets it to full? Putting it in the box and sealing it?" Some joker.
I do like the good sing-alongs though. I think I've put off many.
It's quite a cool mic though, because it has a cable to connect.
What is it? What sort is it?
What's it say on the box? We got the box. It's Zeal Sound. It's probably a really cheap brand actually. There we go. And I got it a while ago, but it's got a cable that connects it to an iPhone or an Android. So
cool.
It's a bit overkill for using with your phone, to be fair.
It's not too bad.
But I think it's better than the old one. But
That's the end of the film.
Did it? My second viewing in the same Christmas.
You've got to try and get a copy of Flint Street Nativity. It's like such a fun. It's about an hour long, isn't it?
What?
Flint Street Nativity.
Yeah.
I think Frank Skinner's the best. Yeah,
I tell you what, me and Jane watched the other night: Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special. Have you seen that?
No, I wanted to watch Pee-wee's Playhouse when he passed away because I thought actually I just thought it's some rubbish kids program, you know.
Oh, it's bizarre, man. It used to freak me out.
Yeah, people are like, it's quite bizarre and good. And as soon as he's died, it's taken off Netflix as if like that's the time when people want to watch it.
Well, it's a Tim Burton film, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, I believe. Oh, look at that.
Activity.
Cool.
It's got Neil Morrissey in it.
Yeah.
And
John Thompson.
Yeah, the guy from Ballycastle Angel.
Turn it over as well. There you go. I don't think
Oh,
you see the
sweet.
face.
And what year was that?
I don't know. What year was it? Does it sound there?
Yeah,
it might say the year the DVD came out rather than it was on TV.
1999. Yorkshire Television, 1999. Design and artwork.
Duration
2006.
60 minutes.
Yeah, 1999.
It's a lot of fun. It's like they play kids in it, so the set's a lot bigger to make them look like kids. But Frank Skinner's character is just awesome because he's obsessed with question of sport.
I've never even heard of that.
It's really fun. If you can find, it's really weird. Everywhere I go online, it's not cheap, and then you go on CEX, it's like £1. So
yeah,
it's worth getting. I mean, we watch it a couple of times during the year, don't we?
Franken.
There's a lot of one-liners in that, though. When something happens.
All I can say is one of the characters he goes Frankincense.
That's not the best bit.
I know.
The best bit
Right,
is when Frank Skinner's character plays King. What's the king called in Nativity? I can't remember. King Herod or whatever. Can't remember. And he's climbing up this podium back to his chair, and he's got his robe and he's stepping on it. He's about to fall off this podium on stage. He goes, "Looks like he's in trouble now, Des," and just falls off. It's really good. Yeah. So we're gonna watch that tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be a quote along, will it?
Probably, yeah. I think the Joneses have already watched it once.
Or the one where the one of the angel Gabriel that acts like her.
That's the woman from Ballycastle Angel. I can't remember her name.
She's threatening to be Mary, to actually marry. I'm going to be
Yeah,
Mary.
she keeps trying to do stuff
It's
to
like
the
every
woman.
time she does it.
And then at the
Mary.
end, when they finish the play, you see the parents who are waiting for them, and they're playing their own parents. If you see what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite
wicked.
well done.
It's really good.
I recommend it if you can get hold of it.
And we always seem to do like nostalgia about nativities as well. We mentioned it yesterday, saying like a lot of people that watch this seem to get a lot of nostalgia from when they used to be at a nativity when they were kids and stuff.
I don't remember any of my Christmas. I remember a couple, I think. But...
There's a bit where the guy playing the donkey, he starts peeing himself, and it runs down the stage and then onto this drum, and the guy playing the drum goes, "Look, no hands." It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. If you can get hold of it.
We've just had a baby. We're going to call him Colin.
Yeah, that guy's obsessed with his younger brother. If anyone's on tonight, it's either 9 or 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to be on Space Mountain Dave's
so we're
live
not
tonight.
On this channel.
It's in the description somewhere.
Channel we're going to be
on.
on.
80s video shop links in the description.
Thank you, mate.
And tomorrow night we've got Coast with the Joneses, Flint Street Nativity.
Join. We were pointing that way. Join that way as well. 80s video shop is a wonderful place.
And also buy our book, but you won't get it in time for Christmas now. But buy our book.
Eat it.
When's that officially out?
It's out now. You can get it on Amazon. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
It's been out for a while, but obviously if people order it now.
Send the link to everyone.
The link's in the description. All the links in the description.
I have to get some copies on sale in the shop.
Yeah, that'd be fab.
I don't know if people would want to buy it because they go there for movies. Like, what's this theme park called?
Nah, people.
Universal.
It all mixes in. It all. It's all the same big family.
Want to plug before you go, or say to people?
No, just come to the shop next year.
Is it closed on next weekend then?
Yeah. We'll be back open in the new year. So just keep in touch with everything's 80s video shop on all the social media.
Have you got any events coming up again, like the watch?
No, we got to sort it out. We've got to sort out the next theme nights and everything.
When are you next doing What's in the Egg, Rob? Is that going to come back?
Well, we did the Halloween ones, and we've got a Christmas video dropping tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
and the last thing I was going to say, do you want to say anything about your film, or can you not say much about it?
The film is all in the editing stages. It's Chris's little baby. That is One Night Rental, which is all shot in and around the shop, which has turned out really good. We had a bit of a
his life, isn't it?
Just based on the shop.
Oh, I thought it was based on his life because he used to be a manager in an actual video store, didn't he?
No, there's a whole gangstery kind of story involved.
When I spoke to him, he said it was based on life experience in his life. And then that's when you told me he wasn't. He got someone else to play him in it.
He just so gangster.
Maybe.
Yeah, it'll be like what is it, Marlon Brando.
It's going to be good though. We saw a rough cut of it.
Has it got? I know I don't want to give anything away, but has it got nods to like other films, like where he said something that's out of a film? And
oh yeah, there's little bits like little Easter eggs and stuff. I drop a few quotes, and we mentioned quite a few other films. So it's going to get a lot of comparisons to Clerks, I think, simply because it's like two guys in a shop.
Is Chris in it?
Chris is in it.
Yeah,
but
just
obviously not playing himself, which is quite cool. It's almost like a cameo for him, which is a good one. So
I also have another question.
What's that?
Do you still do the Christmas boxes as well?
Yeah, you should have some left.
I'll send you one.
Right.
Drop me your address and I'll send you one.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Well, what?
Are
you in the shop? Are you in the shop tomorrow?
No.
No.
Yeah, drop us your address and I'll send you one over.
Is Chris's shop open tomorrow?
Yes.
Could we not pick it up from Chris's shop?
Yeah.
You drop it
if
off
you're in the area.
Yeah,
we'll drive down.
We'll pay for it and pick it up.
Pop in and see him.
We'll go and see him.
He'll turn everything on for you. You can have a free reign of the shop.
Awesome.
What we'll do, we'll go and see him, and then actually, if he lets us in the shop and we've got it to ourselves, I'm tempted to take the camera down and do an unboxing of the box.
You can do that if you want.
Unboxing of the box in the shop. Amazing.
That'd be cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good. So
yes, I appreciate it. Sorry I was late. So we had a power cut. The entire village had a power cut. So
no, I'm so glad you made
just
it
in time. We did it.
Yeah, it's been good. Have a good Christmas because we probably won't see you again. We might see Chris tomorrow.
Have a fantastic.
Yeah, might see Chris tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for everything this year, guys. Your support has been awesome, and I look forward to seeing you in the new year.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you again as well.
Do you know catchphrase before we go?
It's something.
Make it up.
No, it's something like "see you in the rear view" because for now we're out of here or something.
Yeah.